You can win 99% more of your fights by learning just these 3 fundamentals of Fortnite. If you simply just stay here and watch the end of this short video, I guarantee that you'll improve your fighting. By learning just these 3 fundamentals, you'll be sent levels that higher than your opponents. The first fundamental, mechanics. Many people think that you need fast mechanics like polarize to be able to win fights. Sure, having mechanics like this would help, but it is just not needed. Just having a base level of good mechanics and doing them smooth and controlled instead of fast with mess ups will have you winning more fights. If you do want polarized level mechanics, these methods will work, and if you play and grind enough, you should be able to get them. Mechanics are easy to practice. You can simply just grind creative maps. Maps like Raiders Mechanics Training Map is one of the best to improve your mechanics in Fortnite. I'll be putting all the maps and map codes in the description so you can check them out. This is by far the quickest and most effective way to level up your mechanics. This map offers many different types of practice from aiming all the way to tunneling. I find the best practice to be the free building section, as it allows you to perfect your building skills so you can fight better in game. In this edit training section, you place a wall and you get teleported to a random spot. From there, you have to try and edit the wall. The spots are purposely hard and awkward to edit from because in-game, they are very important to hit first try. If you don't hit them, you're probably dead. Another mechanic is peaks. They are very important to have in your skill set. The Raiders mechanic map has a peak training section. You are put on a right-hand peak. You have to try and jump and shoot the red circle while it's moving. If you get damaged, the peak was bad. If you don't get damaged, the peak was good. Repeating this mode is a very good way to get an understanding of what angles the enemy can and cannot see you at. Number 2 is aim. Aim is single-handedly the most important skill for winning fights in Fortnite. Think about it. You could have the best mechanics in the game, but if you don't hit your shots, you will never win.
Oh my god, guys! First game on.
One thing you can find consistent with every pro in the game is that they all have insanely good aim. You can practice this by just using aim trainers like Kovacs, Aimlabs. Kovacs does cost money, but Aimlabs is an alternative that is free on Steam. I prefer to use in-game aim trainers though, as I feel like they're the closest to actually aiming in-game because it was actually in the game. Raiders Mechanics map also has an aim section that is very useful. For example, watch this clip from Epic Whale. You'll notice he does not have super flashy mechanics, but is actually very smooth and controlled.
I just need one second here.
His son. Oh my god, no.
Simply put, having good aim will directly cause you to win more fights. Having insane mechanics along with good aim is just a bonus for your skill set. You could easily get earnings even if you don't have the best mechanics. Your aim can carry you a lot when you are in fights. As you can see, although his mechanics are good, Epic Whale does have good enough aim where he does not need to be super flashy like Polarize and still have millions earned. These past 2 fundamentals, in my opinion, are the most talked about and practiced, but one of the most important ones, in my opinion, is fighting awareness. This may be the most underrated fundamental of fighting. Knowing where your opponent is during the fight allows you to punish them for any mistake that they make during the fight. Not only will you be able to get damage off on the enemy every time they make a mistake, you'll also be able to avoid taking damage because you know what angles to block off. A very useful tip is to make sure you have visualized sound effects on. This will allow you to see what direction your opponent is at all times. You'll be able to take advantage of every opportunity and win a ton more fights. In this clip, Cold, one of the best players right now, is in a fight with 2 people. He has to be aware of everyone so he does not get caught off guard. In this clip, Cold utilized the visual audio setting that allowed him to see where the opponent was going to jump off the side for a shot. He looked at the visual audio, responded to it by looking at where it was pointing, and pre-fired the shot. It's simple things like these that are just automatic for the pro players. How did all the pros learn this though? Fighting awareness is something that all players can get better at. The easy way to get better awareness is by simply playing the game. The more you play, the more you'll be able to accurately predict the enemy's next move. When you die, either record or clip when you do and watch over the gameplay. You'll eventually start to realize what you've been doing wrong in fights and naturally remember not to make those same mistakes again. Now that we've gone over the 3 fundamentals of fighting in Fortnite, let's do a quick overview of them. So for the first one, mechanics. Mechanics are an important factor that plays a very important role in your overall success in fights. Improving your mechanics comes down to overall hours put into doing the right kind of practice. Playing against better players will improve you the quickest. It may not be fun, but this is the fastest way to improve. You don't need to do the most insane mechs to be one of the best. You just need to have a consistent baseline of good mechanics that can hold up against good players. The second fundamental is aim. Aim is by far the most important fundamental of fighting in Fortnite. As I said to you earlier, you can find multiple pros that have mechanics at your level, but they're getting way better placements. This is because they have better aim. The way you get better aim is to practice it in aim trainers or in-game aim trainers. Repeating this as much as you can will drastically improve your aim in fights in no time. The other reason the pros are placing better than you is because they have better awareness than you. The pros play like they can see the other person through walls. It looks like they're cheating, but in reality, they have played so much they can predict what the enemy will do next. They also have everything that helps them, like visualizing sound effects. Overall, these are the top 3 pro fighting fundamentals in Fortnite. Comment if these helped you, and I wouldn't be surprised if you got your first earnings after practicing these. I just want to quickly say thanks for making it to the end of the video. Also, thank you for the recent support on the videos. We are already so close to 2,000 subscribers. With that being said, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.